All right, today we're diving into a technology that's not just cleaning surfaces, it's completely revolutionizing entire industries. We are talking about the JPT 200W pulse laser, and let me tell you, it is an absolute game changer. Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't about scrubbing harder or finding a stronger chemical. We're talking about a totally different way of looking at restoration. Something that honestly feels like it's straight out of science fiction. But, to really get why this is such a huge leap forward, we've got to take a step back. We need to look at the problem we've been wrestling with for decades and the pretty serious consequences of the old ways of cleaning.
So, on the one hand, you've got the usual suspects, right? Abrasive blasting, soaking things in nasty chemicals, or just plain old manual scraping. But the consequences? They're severe. These methods can actually damage the very thing you're trying to save. They're a nightmare for the environment and for worker safety. And on top of all that, they're incredibly slow and crazy expensive.
And look, this isn't just some minor inconvenience. This stuff has a real painful impact on the business. We're talking about more downtime for your machines, expensive rework, products that just aren't up to snuff, and a direct hit to your bottom line. What seems like a simple cleaning issue is actually a massive business problem.
Okay, so with a problem that big, what's the solution?
Well, this is where a truly groundbreaking technology steps in, one that's designed to make all those old issues a thing of the past. And we're not talking about a slightly better sandblaster or a chemical that's a little less toxic. No way. The JPT 200W pulse laser is a complete change in how we even think about getting a perfectly clean surface.
So how in the world does it work?
Well, at its core, it's pulse laser technology. Imagine super fast, intense pulses of light hitting a surface. They literally vaporize the contaminants, the rust, the paint, the grime, poof, turning them into gas. And here's the brilliant part. The laser is tuned so it only affects that unwanted layer, leaving the material underneath completely unharmed.
Okay, so we've got the basic idea down. Now let's dig into the nitty-gritty, the specific features that make this laser so incredibly powerful and a real challenger to those old, outdated methods.
It all starts with a 200-watt power source. I mean, this is the heart of the machine, the engine that drives everything. It's what allows it to be both unbelievably fast and incredibly precise. It can blast away thick layers of rust or paint, but it's also so gentle it won't damage even the most delicate surfaces. That mix of raw power and fine-tuned control is what really sets it apart. And the versatility here is just off the charts. It's not just for heavy industry. Sure, it can obliterate rust from industrial molds and clean up metal parts, no problem. But it's also precise enough to strip paint from rubber components or even restore furniture. I mean, that's an incredible range for a single tool. It's less of a niche product and more of a universal solution. Now, this is a really smart feature. The machine comes with two different lenses, and this is where it gets super practical. You can pop on the f160 lens for big, broad surfaces and just fly through the job. Or you can switch to the f254 for those tight corners and intricate, detailed bits. It gives the operator total control to match the tool to the job. You're never using a sledgehammer when you need a scalpel.
And we have to talk about the safety and environmental side of things because this is a huge deal. You're getting rid of harsh chemicals, you're getting rid of abrasive media flying everywhere. That means a minimal impact on the environment, a much safer workplace for your team, and pretty much zero waste to clean up and dispose of. It's a massive win on every single front. This isn't just a better tool, it's a revolution in workplace safety and sustainability.
Of course, it all comes down to the bottom line, right? And the financial payback here is massive. Because the process is so fast and efficient, it translates directly into huge savings. You're spending way less time on cleaning, which means less downtime for your equipment and lower labor costs. It's a straight shot to boosting your profitability. All right, so fixing a cleaning problem right now is one thing. That's great. But the real power of this tech is how it transforms your entire operation for the long haul. Let's see how it actually builds a better future. You see, it creates this amazing ripple effect across the entire business. Better cleaning leads to higher quality products. Using gentle, non-abrasive methods means your expensive equipment just lasts longer. And when you put a safer workplace together with more efficient processes, what do you get? A natural, incredible boost in productivity. It's a holistic improvement that changes everything. It's a perfect chain reaction, you see. You start by getting a level of clean you just couldn't get before. That, in turn, extends the life of your equipment, which means you're minimizing those costly replacements. And the end result of all that is a more productive and ultimately more profitable operation. Each step just flows right into the next. So, at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just a clean surface. It's about embracing a technology that fundamentally improves how you work, making your entire operation safer, more efficient, and way more sustainable. We've seen how this incredible technology is already being used on everything from massive industrial molds to delicate furniture. It just makes you wonder, right? As this tech keeps getting better and better, what other parts of our world could be restored and renewed with nothing more than the power of light?